How lucky we are, now we are living in a modern world, everything was provided perfectly and completely done, but sometimes we all miss the medieval era of how the people can survive since nothing into the modern world. So on this video, you will feel how the best survival experience should be. Please help this video get 100 likes to support this channel and comment which game we should make for the next project. Top 11 Best Survival Games for Android iOS High Graphic. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. MetaCTM. MetaCTM, such a wonderful multiplayer survival game, we really need to anticipate it. This game now is on early access beta, that's why we will face some issues of the gameplay, will be a little bit laggy. This is the second CBT and we have seen so much different from the first testing. The game developer really put a combination genre with RPG and survival game. We can cut down the small tree and drill the stone, those things we should do to obtain some resources. In the open world game, we will face so many cute monsters that we can fight with. Remember to place your material to craft various weapons. The main character can equip axe, sword, drill weapon, and also just bare hands for close range combat. At the beginning, we are able to customize the character's appearance, male or female. The best new survival game RPG open world Android iOS. Rough Survival. Rough Survival Multiplayer. This new survival game with the best high graphic multiplayer survival game mode. Anyway, you will have 3 mode options to play, which are single to challenge the ocean by yourself only. The second one is versus mode. We do a competition with the other player and become the best. The last mode is multiplayer mode survival game. Create your own room or join someone's room to help each other for building a new building and survive. The gameplay of Rough Survival multiplayer is, we must hook the floating material and collect them all based on the building material need. I highly recommend you to play in multiplayer survival because every player can create their creativity in one place together. It sounds more pretty alive and fun. This best survival game will give you the limited offer like medical bandage, regular backpack through watching the ads only once when you just started the game. This survival game is playable in a small size of only 108 MB and online. Dead Survival Island 2. Dead Survival Island 2. Finally, we have new high graphic survival game offline on Android. This game has 92 MB size, but the visual graphics are really promising. I really love the green color of the grass is really realistic. It's because this game is made by powerful Unity engine. The gameplay of this offline survival game is, we will start with a small building and we only be taking a rest there. The ambience will always change in the day, afternoon and night. We must keep our eyes from the zombie because they are all pretty aggressive approaching us. We will start with so many weapons on the back and can switch anytime. It seems we have got everything on it, like gun, bow, axe and pickaxe. Remember to do your job to hunt the animal and get some material to craft some new wooden houses. The best offline survival game, high graphic mobile. Mission Evo. Mission Evo. This survival game is made by Unreal Engine 5, which is really impressive because it is the first survival game that is made by a powerful engine on mobile games. Mission Evo makes a new great experience for survival games because we can play the game in multiplayer survival with real-time online players. So in-game, we are not only just killing the zombie, hunting the animal, but we must be really aware of another player because they can hit and kill us from any direction and anytime. I highly recommend you to keep getting a lot of resources to build your own house to survive because the enemy cannot pass through into your house. Remember to craft a weapon like a bow and axe. The zombies in this game are pretty aggressive. Some of them can do a long range attack by his skill. It seems like a magician are around us as well. To start the game, we can join or create our own room and play survival to play together with friends on Android iOS. Earth Revival or Project Arrival. Earth Revival or Project Arrival. After we have so many testing this new survival game on PC and mobile, and then the developer announced the actual name title, which is Earth Revival. This survival game comes with a futuristic design and rich of sci-fi content. And we will even play as a robot then. Even though this game has a futuristic design, but we are still doing classical survival base like gathering material, collecting wood, collecting stone. This all material is very important to craft your new equipment. The gameplay is, we will not fight the zombie, but we will fight against the mutant and artificial monster that was made by the human. Earth Revival is one of the best survival high graphic that we need to anticipate it. Life Instinct. Life Instinct. This game has existed for more than a year, and finally we have the newest version of English because we were only playing in Chinese before. The gameplay is very simple. It's truly starting from the beginning. We start with nothing. Every certain quest will be rewarded by a jewel gem. In-game, we can do many things like finding water source, making a dress, making a weapon, and trying to build a shelter. I really love the graphic, it is really good. I think the developer should add a little storyline and put some NPC around because this game feels quiet. It needs more attraction. With your weapon, kill the zombie, wild boar, and crocodile is possible, and collect the loot items. Best survival game offline, Android, iOS. Undawn. Undawn. This new survival game has a reasonable size. If we compare with the graphic, visual is pretty high and super detailed. We really need a high-end phones to run this game, and it's quite a hardcore level for me. The gameplay is full, no autoplay. We need to do everything by ourselves and be done manually. But don't worry if you lost your way because we can easily find the guideline for us to easily reach the main quest spot. This game is kind of MMO survival game, so we will play in a massively multiplayer online survival at the same time in a huge open world map. We can grind the resources easily because trees, stone, animals and zombies have massive numbers around us, which thing will give the player enough resources to craft many things. Dead for Return. Dead for Return. If you missed the Resident Evil game mobile and really looking for it, then I highly recommend you to play Dead for Return. When this game launched on mobile, the gameplay has so much similarity, especially this survival zombie game has a story-driven base game. The communication between the characters and the other NPC to explain the situation is really active. We will find the whole scene that is full of dialogue so often. The gameplay of this survival game is, we will play in apocalypse world with so many aggressive zombies as our enemies. Keeping your eyes and always being ready is key to protect yourself because the zombie will come at you at the same time with so many numbers of them. I really love the open world concept that has a beautiful cliff in an amazing nature. Best upcoming survival game mobile. Dead Blood Survival. Dead Blood Survival FPS. This game just a new release survival game on mobile. The game has an extremely graphic that makes the gameplay pretty realistic. This game has a semi-open world map. In a certain map we can explore the area, but in a limited area. So we must go through the world map and it will cost some energy every time we move into other places. Remember to equip your clothes to reduce the incoming damage from the zombies attack. Make sure you look at the weapon durability level. Never let it drop significantly or your weapon is gonna be broken. Stamina is really vital. It's used for attacking and running, and it will be restored automatically over time, consuming the food to recover your injury. Best survival online game for Android iOS. Dark and Light Mobile. Dark and Light Mobile. This game is truly magnificent. The concept is very crazy. The player will be pushing to tame some huge animals, but before we are able to tame the pet, we should have a fight with the monster first and find the right moment to tame them. Remember to collect a lot of resources to construct the building. You are not alone playing this best survival game because you are able to cooperate with the other players and make a team up. Hunt the monster together sounds really cool, but the one thing that I'm concerned about is we have been waiting for this game for 3 years since this game have been launched their first trailer gameplay. Probably they will make a huge project because this best graphic survival game will do a cross-platform between mobile and PC. Wildlands. This game is really good, has so much potential to become the most played survival game on Android iOS. We can pick the creative mode, which is it kind of a sandbox gameplay. We don't have any limitation to do something. Everything is free and freedoms. There are two options you can do. The first one is single adventure mode, which is everything start from zero. But playing the creativity is so much fun, we will get all of the tools freely, like various guns, sword, and many more. Even though the world is not really huge, it's enough for us to explore the map though. When you are swimming, make sure you try to come deeper and see the world under the water. It's very clean and clear. The best survival, best graphic games on Android iOS.